Hi, I'm John Poss, CEO of GB Sciences, and I'm here to answer a number of questions that we've received from social media and from investors. The question that is probably most difficult for investors to understand is, why is such a little company so complex? I mean, they say, just pick one thing and do that. And what they don't realize is the one thing we want to do is medicine, is cannabis, is compounds, complex compounds that are efficacious in treating specific disease conditions derived from cannabis. Well, you can't do that, first of all, unless you have consistent source of raw materials. That is, you get the same stuff over and over again so you can make it into medicine. Cannabis, by its nature, is not consistent. There's something called genetic drift. If you clone and clone and clone and clone, by the third or fourth time you clone, you've got a completely different plant than you started with. And if you grow it in different conditions, if you grow it in a hot climate, if you grow it in a cool climate, if you grow it outdoors, you grow it indoors. In indoors, what type of grow do you have? All those things affect what's in the cannabis. And remember, to make medicine, we need the stuff that's in the cannabis, and we need it in predictable supply. We need predictable amounts of not just the major cannabinoids like THC and CBD, but some of the lesser known, some of the ones that occur in very small percentages. Because these small percentage kind of cannabinoids are in our formulas to treat things like Parkinson and inflammation, etc. So to do all that stuff and to have the raw materials, we have to have a consistent source of supply. Well, we had to create one. So we created a perfected micro-propagation. So we have the same genetics every time. We had to make sure that it was in a consistent grow environment. So we created clean rooms with tightly controlled environmental conditions. So we get the same cannabis over and over and over again, which means that the cannabis, from a consumer standpoint, we get a great advantage from that. If you decide you want to smoke some Jenny Kush flower today and you like it, and you come back 2 or 3 months from now and want some GB Sciences or Cultivation Labs Jenny Kush, that Jenny Kush is going to be exactly the same as the Jenny Kush you smoked 2 or 3 months ago, within a very reasonable range. So we are complex because we have to be. But because we're complex, we make a great recreational cannabis company, a great medical cannabis company, and a great drug discovery company. It's just in our bones. It's in our DNA.